Hello students, good morning. So we were discussing our topic, the elements of business plan as of now. And I think the last element which we need to write in our business plan that we are going to discuss. I am really looking forward for your response towards your business plan, that once we are going to discuss, once we are going to complete our discussion on our business plan, that how many of you really would be able to prepare a pakka perfect business plan using all those theories and information whatever been discussed in our classroom. So I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, going ahead, now as of now, in the process of discussing business plan, we have discussed various elements starting from the general introduction, okay, then business venture, organizers plan, production plan, human resource plan, marketing plan, and financial plan, which we have discussed in our last class. Today, the last element, miscellaneous, the last part we are going to discuss. Along with the basic information, what are those other information which are very relevant sometimes becomes for a business plan, that comes under miscellaneous. For example, suppose a marketing research report. Before coming up with your final product to be launched in the market, before deciding the product which you are going to do, to prepare to make it offer for the general public, you did some kind of market research. You research on something. That report, that detail, you can mention, or you can keep attached. You can keep it attached in with your business plan. Okay, because sometimes researcher, sometimes your investors would want to be, they become interested to see what type of research work you did to find out this kind of new product and services. What are the challenges you have seen in the way of doing business? So all those things they would like to see sometimes through your research report. So it's better to add or to attach those research report along with your business plan. Then next come contract with a vendor. Now here vendor means you can consider your suppliers, the suppliers who is going to give you supply. Let's take example of your raw materials. There will be different suppliers who will give you supply of your raw materials which you will be required to produce your finished goods, that is your product. Now whatever contract you have with them, with those suppliers, those vendors, you can use or you can attach those contracts here, those agreements. Because some investors would like to become a part of your business, who like to become a part of your business in the way of sharing profit. So they may be interested to see all those contracts with different vendors, provided it may be the suppliers, or you have another agreements with any other vendors who will be taking care of your sales. So any kind of vendors, whatever kind of contracts you have, you can attach all those contracts with your business plan. Then come contract with financial institutions. If you have any kind of contract with financial institutions with respect to seeking some kind of loan or for borrowing some money or for any other things, those contracts and agreements you can attach with your business plan for your investor. Then what type of business risk you are going to control? What are those business risks? Identification of those business risk and taking steps for measuring or to control all those business risks. You are also going to mention about all those in your miscellaneous plan. And lastly, you have to mention about a contingency plan, means your plan B. If your plan A will not success, if your plan A will not work, what about your plan B? Then how you will make sure that the process and the step, whatever you have taken to complete your or to start your business, if some kind of changes will come or you need to face some kind of changes in the process of implementing your business idea, then what will be your plan B? That contingency plan you have to mention over here. So in your miscellaneous Under the element miscellaneous, things which you can mention: market research report, vendor contract, any contract with financial institutions, types of business risk which you have and you are going to manage, and plan B or any other contingency plan which you have if something will change in due course. So this is all about your business plan. I am again coming from the beginning about your business plan, which is very important for us to understand. So we have initiated our discussion from the beginning that while we are going to write a business plan, at the beginning we have to give a general introduction. There we are going to write our name and address of our business, name and address of the entrepreneur, stakeholders of the business, that means the person which are directly or indirectly associated with your business, and what kind of business you are going to start, the nature and the type of customers. About that you are going to write in your introduction. Then come business venture. Here under this you are going to write what type of product and services you are going to offer for general public. Then you are going to write about your scale of business operation. Means, is it a small scale business, it is a medium scale business, or it is a large scale business, that you are going to define. What type of technology will be required and what kind of skilled people will be required to handle those technology, that also you are going to mention under your business venture. Once you complete your writing about your business venture, then come with your organized plan. Means, what will be your form of organization? Will it be a proprietorship firm? Will it be a partnership firm? Will it be a private limited company? Will it be a cooperative society? What is it? That you have to define. Then identify your business, the types. Then the administrative structure, means the organization structure you have to prepare here. Who will be the managing director, or who will be the CEO, who will be the managing, who will be heading marketing, who will be the heading human resource management, who will be the heading finance. Under them, what are those people, who are those people, who is going to work what. So all things you have to design under the organizational structure. And you also need to identify your management team, the team who will be responsible for managing your business, who will be responsible for giving you success in the process of doing your business. That those name of your management team also you have to mention in your business plan under organized plan. Then you are going to write about your production plan. Here you have to write your detailed manufacturing process. If you could remember the video which I shared during your live class, or which the link which has been shared during your live class, you have seen during your live class, the way they have explained how things got produced, the same way the manufacturing process you have to explain. If it is a service, then you have to explain the stepwise how people is going to get the service. Then the infrastructure requirement for your manufacturing facility, machinery, types of plant and machinery will be required, what type of raw materials you are going to use, what are the other resources and requirement like power, water, those things you have to write under your production plan. Okay. Then you come to your human resource plan. Means, without human we cannot run a business. We can do everything, but there has to be someone who is really going to use those resources, and that is what human resources. And here also we need to be very extra careful what you are going to write, because our human resources experiences, their skills, the way they handle things is very important for the success of a business. So here, what type of staff will be required, we are going to categorize them: top level management, middle level management, or operational level management people. Okay. Now whom we have already identified, that we are going to mention. Okay. How many people again will be required, and when we are going to acquire them or going to recruit them. So details of that we have to write under our human resource plan. Once we have completed our human resource plan, then I have to say how we are going to market our product and services. So as I said, the 4P: product, price, place, and promotion. There we have to think about the product and services, what we are going to prepare or what we are going to offer. Then we have to set our pricing by following different pricing strategies. Okay. Then we have how we are going to promote our product, how we are going to distribute our product, how our products will be available for our customers in different forms, that we have to define under the marketing plan. Once we complete our marketing plan, then the very most important element of your business plan comes, that is financial plan. Here, as we have discussed different calculations, we have to calculate break-even point, we have to find out our fixed capital requirement, we have to specify the working capital requirement for our business, from where does money will come, sources of capital we have to specify, when we are going to procure that money, okay, that we have to specify, what are those assets will be required, and when we are going to procure all those assets, and what is the expected money goes out of the business, and what is the expected money comes in out to the business in the form of cash flow, we have to mention under financial plan. And at the end, you are going to mention about miscellaneous, okay, about if you have any research report, if you have any contract with any vendor. If you don't have anything, then you need not to mention, but if you have, you can mention, because your investors may ask to look after all those informations. So this is all about your business plan. So I made it clear all those theories for you to understand very well. Still, if you have any doubts and clarification, you can send your query back to me. I will respond and I will give you all those responses in your live classes. And I believe that now you are ready for preparing a business plan. So please be prepared. By next class, you have an idea on which you are going to prepare a business plan. Whatever discussion you want and this matter, please discuss in your next live class. Come up with your questions, think deeply about your questions, write down all your questions, then we will discuss in our class. Then immediately after that class, I will give you a deadline. I will give you a date. Within that time period, you have to write your business plan. And the plan, which will be very attractive, very precious, very specific, okay? I will appreciate that plan too in the classroom, okay? So till then, thank you so much. I'm looking forward for your feedback or your responses, whatever queries actually you are going to ask in our next live class, okay? Till then, have a nice day. Bye-bye. God bless you.